Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to
Hare
Srila Prabhupada
Krishna,
Book Reading Club.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Yes, currently we are reading the Isha Upanishad and we are at the introduction. Okay. So, today we will try to read entire introduction and tomorrow I will summarize the introduction. Okay.
Yes.
So, let's start our session by offering the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांच हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशु गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशतारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्गायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So like you can raise your hand so one by one everyone can read. So yes, like till now in introduction what we have seen that like Vedas means a knowledge and it is not coming from this material world. The Vedic knowledge is coming from the spiritual world. It is coming from the Krishna, which is the who is the absolute. So with the time, absolute things don't change now. With the time, we haven't seen now like a sun is start rising from the north side. No, like sun always rises from the east side. So similarly, like Vedas don't change with the time. They are constant. They are the eternal. So like we have also seen that when we are in a conditional state, like person who is in a conditional state cannot give the perfect knowledge. Okay, so like in conditional state we have the four kinds of defects. So what are they? First is everyone must commit the mistakes, even if one try to become a perfect, but it is not possible, is it? So Prabhupada give the examples of Mahatma Gandhi, how his assistant told him that there is a danger, you shouldn't go out, but he didn't listen. He committed the mistake and he died. Okay. Second is a get illusion. Illusion means accept something which is not. Maya means what is not. So what is Maya? When we think that we are the body, we accept ourselves as a body. So this bodily conception is a Maya, okay? Because we are not a body, na? We are the spirit soul. And like when people says I'm from the Pune or I'm from the London or I'm from the New York and or my skin is a fair or like this when people think in this way and when they act in this way, it means they are illusion. They are under the influence of a Maya. They have the bodily identification. And but actually we are not body, we are the spirit soul, and our real nature is a Krishner Nitya Das. Jivere Swarup hoy Krishner Nitya Das. We are the servant of a Krishna. Okay. So third is a cheating propensity. So everyone has a tendency to cheat others. Okay. We can see that there will be a lot of self-help books now, like how to build the focus or how to increase the business. Like we will see a lot of things there, and even there are people who write the volumes of books on a meditation, but actually they are not giving the knowledge now. So everyone thinks that they are intelligent even if they are a fool number one, as a Prabhupada says. So like uh, as we are practicing spirituality, we should give up this reading because Prabhupada has given us a lot of books, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and like other small books, Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have a lot of books, but then there is no necessary to waste our time to reading this kind of a mundane books. Even we read in a nectar of instruction that like this kind of volumes of a book in which there is no glorification of Lord, there is a no true knowledge about the spirituality. It's come under the Atyahara. Okay. So, and like last one is our senses are imperfect. We can see when there is no light, we cannot even see our own hand. So there are limitations. So our senses are imperfect. Okay. And so when our senses are imperfect, how we can see the things which are like things which are perfect, like how we when we are in a conditional state, how can we see the uh, transcendental feature? So until and unless our senses get purified, until and unless our body or like our senses, consciousness get spiritualized, we are not able to have a taste in Krishna consciousness. We are not able to like understand. Okay, so what Prabhupada says about this, you have to become a sincere. When you become sincere, then like there is one statement of Radhanath Swami Maharaj, mercy flow according to your sincerity. And like we have read in a lot of places that like when we become sincere, then mercy flows. Because like we also seen the example of that sparrow now, like by seeing her determination, Garuda told the ocean that please give back her eggs. So yes, like firstly we have to endeavor, firstly we have to put our efforts. By seeing our efforts, like Krishna is like he reciprocate. As you surrender, he reciprocate. But like when you put the efforts, like the Guru Maharaj and like senior devotees, and they are our acharyas, they are so merciful. By seeing our efforts, they bless us, and from their blessings we the transcendental knowledge, the whatever Prabhupada has read in his purport, it's going to get revealed. Okay, so spirituality is not so now like I will put the efforts so I will get the results. No, in starting you have to put the efforts, but by mercy, like a real knowledge reveals. Okay, it's all about the mercy, but to attract mercy we have to put our efforts and we have to show the sincerity. Okay, then further we have seen this Vedas are not just Hindu. Okay, Vedas means Varnashrama means they are followers of Vedas. So there are 8 divisions. There are Varnas, like Brahmana. They have the high intelligence. Second are the Kshatriya. They are a little less intelligent. The Brahmanas have the knowledge about the Brahman, and they give the knowledge to the uh, following the Varnas, na Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. And the Kshatriya are like they are administrator. Okay, and Vaishyas are they are merchants. Okay, and Shudra they simply help the all about three. About three, and like what Krishna says, like this caste is not on the birth. This caste system is on like on your guna and karma, in what like mode you are and what like activities you perform. Okay, so like we further sees that we have to accept the Vedas as it is. And but when we experiment like things in a Vedas, like oh is it right or wrong, after experimenting we come to the same conclusion. Okay, so like Prabhupada has given the example of a cow tongue. So like other animals too is not pure as a cow. And like when scientists found that like after experiment that the cow tongue has like some antiseptic properties. So like Prabhupada says, okay, like Vedas, like they are absolute, they are already correct. Then why you are wasting your time to experimenting things? So like like when senior devotees, like they are already on a transcendental platform, our Guru Maharaj, when they give instruction, then we don't have to analyze. Oh, why my Guru Maharaj say like this? You simply have to follow the instructions. Okay. So like yes, so without like when our senior devotees like they must be from the Pramanic Sampradaya and they must be practice what they are speaking. Okay, so like when we hear from this kind of like a senior devotees or a transcendental devotees, then we shouldn't argue with them. Okay, why this, why that? Like we have to simply accept. Okay, and like Vedas are known as a Shruti. Shruti means like the knowledge acquired by the hearing. So like we also see in the first look of Bhagavatam that like this transcendental knowledge, this Veda, like when Brahmaji did the tapasya, then this knowledge is revealed in the heart of a Brahmaji by Lord Krishna. So this knowledge is not coming from the material people. So there is no question of a contamination or imperfect. So like Vedas are also called as our mother. Why it is called as our mother? Because what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, like the purpose of a reading Vedas is to develop love for him, or like to know the Krishna. Okay, what are his qualities? What is his form? And what is our relationship with him? So yes, like a mother will tell you who is your father. So like Vedas tell us that Krishna is our father. But what is the problem with the people in nowadays, that they are too much interested, or like too much occupied with the karma kanda things. So like in when you have the in Bhagavad Gita there are 18 chapters. So like in the second chapter there is introduction of a karma, like a karma yoga na? Like you have to do your prescribed duties and you don't have to think about the results. So like the most of the people, about the 99.9 people, they are stick to that, like I will do good, good results will come to me. But you have to move towards the further chapters now, where Krishna is saying you have to surrender me, you have to remember me. And like in last chapter, Krishna tell us about everything. Krishna says now, like you come to me, you surrender to me, I will take care of you. But like our problem is that we don't surrender to Krishna. So like we create the mess, and then we don't take the help of Krishna. You have to simply depend on Krishna. Krishna will take care of everything. Yoga Shemam Vaham Aham na. I will take I will praise what you have, and I will provide you what you lack. So but like what is problem with us, that we read, we hear, but we don't apply in our real life. So we should apply these things in our real life, but it will take the little time. Now we need to be a patience. We need to have a patience. So yes, so we have to accept the mother as a author. So and like then we talk about the pratyaksha praman, that is direct in evidence. So as our senses are not perfect, the direct evidence is not so good, because like we can Prabhupada is giving the example of a sun. When we see the sun, it looks like a small dot, or like it look like a flat disk, but actually sun is a much bigger than earth. So so direct perception or pratyaksha pramana is not good. Okay, so second is the anumana, inductive knowledge or hypothesis. It may be like this, it may be like that. So so it may be, or maybe, but Shastras there is no word maybe. They directly told, okay, son, like even the scientists now, when they read the even the Newton and like other scientists, Einstein, they have read the Bhagavad Gita and they have read the Shastras, and from there they have given the theories now, energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed, it transfer from the like of one system to another system, or one energy to the another energy. This all things, like when we connect it with the Bhagavad Gita, we can see this energy system is taken from that na. Soul cannot be created, cannot be destroyed, can be transferred from the one body to another body. So firstly, in starting, they used to believe in a Krishna, like they used to believe in a God, they used to believe in some energy. But like when the Darwin's theory come, everyone start becoming atheist. Okay, so even in a further atomic studies, now they have given the names like a dark, like a God particles, and yes. So there is some energy, like when we have the mobile phone, like we cannot simply say the mobile phone accidentally come. There is some higher intelligence, working behind it. So similarly, when we see this world, like how we can see that this world has come out of some Big Bang theory, and like everything happened accidentally. No, there must be creator, and we should accept accept the creator, and he knows what he has created. So he told us, "Na, this is dukhalayam ashashvatam." Like you have to come to me, you have to get out of this. So we have to put a faith in him, and like we should listen to his instruction. And third is the shabda praman. Praman means like authoritative sources. Like these are the perfect, because like as we say na, Krishna has created this planet, so he knows like what he has created. So this also seen in a Bhagavatam na. there is an analogy of like a engineer of a bigger construction. So like he directly indirectly know the construction, he directly don't go to construct, but directly indirectly he know every nook and corner of a building. So like yes, Krishna also know every nook and corner, so he protect us, like he show his mercy. Oh, please don't do this, please don't go there, you will be suffer. But we are like a naughty child, we we go there and we suffer. Okay. And then we again ask the question to Krishna, oh Krishna, why you did this to me? Krishna already has warned you. Krishna already have given all the instruction. But the problem is that we are not following instructions. Okay. So Shabda Brahman is the like perfect because it is coming from the authoritative sources. Okay. And Shabda Praman is the transcendental knowledge, not a material. So like whenever it comes to hear the lectures, we must go to the authority. We should listen from the bona fide person who is who is also learning from his bona fide spiritual master. Okay. So now we can read further. Today we will only read, okay, because I don't have the highlighter now. So I will read it again and like I will summarize tomorrow, okay. So those who will raise their hand, they will get the opportunity to read. Like there are 5-10 paragraphs, so everyone can read one paragraph, okay. And this is a service to the uh, like service to Prabhupada, okay. Prabhupada want us to read, so whoever coming, they must read. Yes, Vinod, you can read from. Yes,
screen.
spiritual. Is it visible, Prabhu?
No, it is visible. No. Yes, now it is visible.
Yes, Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There is this Hare Krishna. There is a spiritual sky. There is another nature which is beyond manifestation and non-manifestation. But how will you know that there is a sky where the planets and inhabitants are eternal? All this knowledge is there. But how will you make experiments? It is not possible. Therefore, you have to take the assistance of the Vedas. This is called Vedic knowledge. In our Krishna consciousness movement, we are accepting knowledge from the highest authority. Krishna is accepted as the highest authority by all classes of men. I am speaking first of the two classes of transcendentalists. One class of transcendentalists called impersonalistic Mayavadi. They are generally known as Vedantists, led by Shankaracharya. And there is another class of transcendentalists called Vaishnavas, like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami. Both the Shankara Sampradaya and the Vaishnava Sampradaya have accepted Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Shankara Godhead is supposed to be Shankaracharya is supposed to be an impersonalist who preached impersonalism. Impersonalism Brahman, but it is a fact that he is a covered personalist. In his commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, he wrote, Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is beyond this cosmic manifestation. And then again he confirmed that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, is Krishna. He has come as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. He particularly mentioned the names of his father and mother. So Krishna is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by all transcendentalists. There is no doubt about it. Our source of knowledge in Krishna consciousness is the Bhagavad Gita, which comes directly from Krishna. We have published Bhagavad Gita as it is because we accept Krishna as he is speaking without any interpretations. That is Vedic knowledge. Since the Vedic knowledge is pure, we accept it. Whatever Krishna says, we accept. This is Krishna consciousness. that saves much time. If you accept the right authority or source of knowledge, material world conducive, you save much time. For example, there are two systems of knowledge in the material world, inductive and deductive. From deductive, you accept that man is mortal. Your father says man is mortal. Your sister says man is mortal. Everyone says man is mortal. But you do not experiment. You accept it as a fact that man is mortal. If you want to research to find out whether man is mortal, you have to study each and every man. And you may come to think that there may be some man who is not dying but who have not seen him yet. So, in this way, your research will never be finished. In Sanskrit, this process is called droha, the ascending process. If you want to attain knowledge by any personal endeavor, by exercising your imperfect senses, you will never come to the right conclusion. That is not possible. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Sharmila Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna. All glories
Hare
to
Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There is a statement in the Brahma Samhita, just ride on the airplane which runs at the speed of mind. Our material airplanes can run 2000 miles per hour. But what is the speed of mind? You're sitting at home, you immediately think of India, say 10,000 miles away, and at once it is in your home. Your mind has gone there. The mind speed is so swift, therefore, it is stated if you travel at this speed for millions of years, you will find that the spiritual sky is unlimited. It is not possible even to approach it. Therefore, the Vedic injunction is that one must approach the word. Compulsory is used, a bona fide spiritual master, a guru. And what is the qualification of a spiritual master? He is one who has rightly heard the Vedic message from the right source, and he must practically be firmly established in Brahman. These are the two qualities he must have, otherwise, he is not bona fide. This Krishna consciousness movement is completely authorized from Vedic principles. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says the actual aim of Vedic research is to find out Krishna. In the Brahma Samhita, it is also stated Krishna, Govinda, has innumerable forms, but they are all one. They are not like our forms, which are fallible. His form is infallible. My form has a beginning, but his form has no beginning. It is Ananta. And his form, so many multiforms, has no end. My form is sitting here and not in my apartment. You are sitting there and not in your apartment. But Krishna can be everywhere at one time. He can sit down in Goloka Vrindavan and at the same time he is everywhere, all pervading. He is original, the oldest. But whenever you look at a picture of Krishna, you'll find a young boy, 15 or 20 years old. You will never find an old man. You have seen pictures of Krishna as a charioteer from the Bhagavad Gita. At that time, he was not less than 100 years old. He had great grandchildren, but he looked just like a boy. Krishna, God, never becomes old. That is his supreme power. And if you want to search out Krishna by studying the Vedic literature, then you will be baffled. It may be possible, but it is very difficult. But you can very easily learn about him from his devotee. His devotee can deliver him to you. Here he is, take him. That is the potency of Krishna's devotee. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yes, Ritvika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Originally, there was only one Veda, and there was no necessity of reading it. People were so intelligent and had such sharp memories that by once hearing from the lips of the spiritual master, they would understand. They would immediately grasp the whole purport. But 5,000 years ago, Vasudeva put the Vedas in writing for the people in this age, Kali Yuga. He knew that eventually the people would be short-lived, their memories would be very poor, and their intelligence would not be very sharp. Therefore, let me teach this Vedic knowledge in writing. He divided the Vedas into four: Arji, Sama, Arthava, and Yajur.
Rigveda, Samveda, Atharva Veda, and Yajurveda.
Yajurveda.
Okay, Mataji. Then Then he gave the charge of these Vedas to his different disciples. He then thought of the less intelligent class of men, Shruti, Sudra, and uh, Bandhu. He considered the women class and Sudra class, worker class, and Bandhu. Bandhu refers to those who are born in a high family but who are not properly qualified. A man who is born in the family of a Brahmana but is not qualified as a Brahmana is called Bandhu. For these persons, he compiled the Mahabharata, called the history of India, and the 18 Puranas. These are all part of the Vedic literature. The Puranas, the Mahabharata, the four Vedas, and the Upanishads. The Upanishads are part of the Vedas. Then Vyasadeva summarized all Vedic knowledge for scholars and philosophers in what is called the Vedanta Sutra. This is the last word of the Vedas. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. There is one more paragraph. Who want to read? Sarita Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. One second. Okay. Yeah. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vyasadeva personally wrote the Vedanta Sutra under the instructions of Narada, his Guru Maharaja, spiritual master. But still he was not satisfied. That is a long story described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva, Veda Vyasa was not very satisfied even after compiling many Puranas and Upanishads and even after writing the Vedanta Sutra. Then his spiritual master Narada instructed him, you explain the Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta means ultimate knowledge, and the ultimate knowledge is Krishna. Krishna says that throughout all the Vedas, one has to understand him. Vedescha sarver ahameva vedyaha. Krishna also says, Vedanta krit veda videva chaham. I am the compiler of the Vedanta Sutra and I am the knower of the Vedas. Therefore, the ultimate objective is Krishna. That is explained in all the Vaishnava commentaries on Vedanta philosophy. We Gaudiya Vaishnavas have our commentary on Vedanta philosophy called Govinda Bhashya by Baladeva Vidyabhushana. Similarly, Ramanujacharya has a commentary and Madhvacharya has one. The version of Shankaracharya is not the only commentary. There are many Vedanta commentaries, but because the Vaishnavas did not present the first Vedanta commentary, people are under the wrong impression that Shankaracharya's is the only Vedanta commentary. Besides that, Vyasadeva himself wrote the perfect Vedanta commentary Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam begins with the first words of the Vedanta Sutra, Janmadi Asya Yataha, and that Janmadi Asya Yataha is fully explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. The Vedanta Sutra simply hints at what is Brahman, the absolute truth. The absolute truth is that from whom everything emanates. This is a summary, but it is explained in detail in Srimad Bhagavatam. If everything is emanating from the absolute truth, then what is the nature of the absolute truth? That is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. The absolute truth must be consciousness. He is self-effulgent, Swarat. We develop our consciousness and knowledge by receiving knowledge from others, but for him, it is said that he is self-effulgent. The whole summary of Vedic knowledge is the Vedanta Sutra, and the Vedanta Sutra is explained by the writer himself in Srimad Bhagavatam. We finally request those who are actually after Vedic knowledge to try to understand the explanation of all Vedic knowledge from Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So now we can end here, and tomorrow I will give the summary. Okay. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय श्री राम प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
Happy Krishna
Mataji.
Consciousness. So
Thank you,
today
Mataji.
try to read the introduction, okay? So like when we read it multiple times, now it will take the 10 minutes. So when we read it multiple times, then like we will learn that things, okay?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Happy Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Consciousness.
Mataji, congratulations on your initiation.
Thank you, Mataji. It's all because of your
Sri
prayers and
Lanka.
blessings and Guru Maharaj blessings.
Very
Okay?
nice, Mataji. Your devotion.
No, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Congratulations,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Thank you, Ritvika Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I will pray for all that everyone will get the initiation, okay?
Yes,
Thank you.
Mataji.
Hari Bol. We need it.
Because initiation means like you are having like you are getting the seed of a devotional service. So it is not a final goal, na? It is a starting. Okay, we should appreciate, because like at least na, like when we read the nectar of devotion, na, there is like a first there are 64 limbs. The first is like we must take the shelter. So like you should take the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. You can fill the shelter form, and there are some vows. Now you will follow the 4 regulative principle. You will chant a certain rounds. You will chant the 16 rounds. Okay, like when you become sincere, then you can take the initiation. Okay, so firstly we have to take the shelter, then we have to take the initiation, and then we have to serve the Krishna. Okay, so now I have taken the diksha, but it comes with a responsibility, na? So I must help them Guru Maharaj to in his preaching and in his service. Okay, so it is just a starting. So everyone should start now. So like firstly we have to become a sincere in our sadhana, then we have to take the initiation. But because after the initiation, whatever offense you are committing, it directly goes to the our Guru Maharaj and he will suffer. So why like he's so merciful, he is connecting us to the Guru Parampara. So it's our responsibility to follow the rules and regulation. Okay, so like everyone should try to get the initiation, but like we must become a sincere. Okay, so I will pray for all. Okay, yes.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna. Hari
Krishna.
Bol to all for joining. Okay, and like before like you can join at at 6:25 for 5 minutes. We read the Bhagavad Gita shloka, and currently we are at a chapter 2. Like with the time we have we are going to finish the 2 chapters, so we can see like even if we give the 5 minutes, then we are also able to read the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so yes, Hare Krishna, Happy Krishna Conscious Day. Please chant, read, hear Bhagavad Gita. So like we must do this 3 things. We should attend the Mangal Aarti, or like we can do the Gaur Aarti also. Like if you are not somehow you miss the Mangal Aarti, you can perform the Gaur Aarti. Then like you must chant the 16 rounds. Then you must hear, because like when you hear hear from the senior devotees about the Shastras, Srimad Bhagavatam, any class. Okay, you can hear for the half hour and you have to read for the half hour. And like when you don't have time, you have to take out the time when you are before prasadam, you can take the 15 minutes. Like if you are taking 2 meals, then you can take out the half an hour. Or when you don't have the time for hearing, when you are walking, you can plug the earphones. Or like when you are eating the prasadam, if you are eating alone, then you can plug the prasadam. You can plug the earphones and you can hear the classes. Okay, so we have to find the ways that we can serve our Guru Maharaj and follow his instruction, not excuses. Okay, so Happy Krishna Conscious Day. Because chanting is the basic, but like when we read and hear, it assists us to chant more purely. Okay, so Hare Krishna, Happy Krishna Conscious Day.
Hare Krishna, all dear devotees.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.